Minted for nearly 3 centuries, from the 4th to the 1st centuries BC, the Tetradrachm of Alexander the Great was one of the great internationally accepted coins of the ancient world. From Alexander's cavalrymen's wages to Punic mercenaries on the Mediterranean, they were struck in vast numbers, and a collector of moderate means can realistically aspire to add one of these coins to their collection today. They are very numerous, mainly due to the enormous treasury of the Achaemenid Empire that was seized by Alexander. All of that silver was coined, shipped to the Hellenistic world, and it ushered an explosion of economic activity. That in itself would have made it common today. Add to the fact imitations and posthumous issues were made for so long after Alexander's death, and you have a coin full of history, varieties, and different styles. I have featured this coin type quite a few times already in this channel. As you might have noticed already, it's a kind of coin I like a lot. And finally, I am the owner of one. So today, let's review once again what can you expect to find on these coins and things you should have in mind if you want to have one for yourself. Let's go! At around 17 grams of silver, the Tetradrachm was a considerable amount of money, around 4 days of wages for a manual labor. But it wasn't too much money to be impractical for transactions, which made it very popular. On the obverse, we can see the face of Hercules, wearing a headdress made with the skin of the Nemean lion. The style of these busts can vary dramatically. Some die engravers were absolute masters of their craft, sculpting marvelous pieces of art, while others, like mine, are a little bit more pedestrian, but still quite acceptable. And later examples can actually get much cruder than that. This is one of the things you might want to have in consideration when looking to add one of these coins to your collection. The style of Hercules, being so diverse from mint to mint, and due to the fact there were dozens of mint that struck these, can increase or decrease the value of these coins. So in a sense, you will have to pay for beauty, almost like evaluating each piece of art individually. The busts also present very significant variances on its relief. Some coins have incredibly high relief, and looking at it from the side, it's almost like looking at a sculpture staring back at you, while others can be pretty flat. Typically, a coin in high relief will always command a premium. On the reverse, we are greeted with an image of Zeus, sitting on his throne, holding his staff with one hand and holding an eagle with the other. Next to the staff, we can see the word Alexandrou, meaning of Alexander. Some varieties also have the word Basileos in the lower part, which translates to king. Similar principles to the obverse also apply when looking at the reverse. Not only the state of conservation of Zeus applies, but the style in which it was sculpted will affect its price. Some are gorgeous, made with very good care as to demonstrate a very realistic physique. Others show more simplified traces, either from a lack of skill from the engraver or mere haste in the dye production. There's also something to keep in mind when looking for an Alexander, and that is to determine if your coin was struck during Alexander's lifetime, that is, while he was king between 336 and 323 BC, or if your coin is one of the many posthumous issues, some dating as far forward as 70 BC, centuries after his death. An initial, although not conclusive thing to look for are Zeus's legs on the reverse. If they are crossed, it is almost certain that your coin is a posthumous issue, while if his legs are uncrossed, there's a good chance, although there are some exceptions, that the coin might have been struck during his lifetime. The only way to be certain is by knowing at the catalog number of your coin. The most comprehensive catalog of Alexander's coins was written by Martin Jessop Price, so any number in his catalog is referred to as a price number. When shopping for a coin, it is important that the seller provides you with the catalog number, so you can investigate if your coin was struck during his lifetime or if it is a posthumous issue. It is also a great reference to know where your coin was minted, from the many different mints there are. Let me illustrate how knowing the catalog number helps you understand your coin a little better. In my case, this is a price 78, and by knowing this pinpoints my coin to the year 325 and 323 BC, right at the end of Alexander's reign, and traces it to the city of Amphipolis, one of Alexander's earliest mints in Thrace, right next to his native Macedon. This means this coin must have been minted from the vast reaches of the Persians, taken from the Achaemenid Empire and shipped to Greece. How about you, collectors? Have you got a coin of Alexander the Great? Would you be willing to pay an extra for a lifetime issue, or a nice posthumous coin would be okay? Let us know in the comments. I hope you all stay safe, and see you soon.